So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the anchor off the boat. I'm going to measure the chain, just have a quick look at it all, and then work out how much I need to buy. I know we have got more than 50 metres on board because we've dropped 50 metres in, so I think we've got about 60. So I'm going to let this out now. Okay, so just slackened off the bolt here on the side of the Gypsy, basically like a clutch, and then just pulled it out. So you can see now it's all out. It's gone through to the bitter end here. So the rope that you would need to cut in case you needed to let it go for whatever reason. I'm going to just spray some water down there, give that a bit of a clean out. And then I'm going to count how much chain we've got. So it turns out we've got about 52 metres of chain. Once I'd stretched it all out and had a good look at it, I'd measured everything up, I was ready to put it back on the boat. So this is Allegra's current setup, and whatever your view on anchor shackles and swivels is, please make sure that when connecting to your chain, the shackle that connects the chain to the anchor is set up in the way that it is seen here. This stops any sideways loads being put on the end of the shackle and potentially prizing it open. Allegra's current setup is the anchor, anchor shackle, 3 links, the swivel and the main chain. The main chain has a larger first link on this particular chain, which allows the anchor shackle to connect right through. That's going to change in the future and we'll show you the new proposed setup. I've decided to go with the Mantus Swivel. Both the working loads and the braking loads are higher than the chain itself. It also means that I can lose the 3 links between the current swivel and the anchor shackle. The pin that holds the swivel to the chain is also oblong, which means that there's more surface area connecting that to the chain. Other than the first link of chain, everything is visible from the outside. So where you seize the unit together and where you seize the bolt in the shackle to the swivel is all visible from the outside, so that's something else that we can keep an eye on. We will need to check on the first link of chain because the swivel itself is stainless steel and the chain is galvanized, so there will be some corrosion here.
Trying to, man.
What's your fingers?
I had it mastered before. I think it's just because it's on it.
Because the pressure now, the pressure's on.
I know.
Pressure's on, let's have a look.
Right, let's have a look. Start loading your chain in.
Can you carry on? So this time we've gone for 60 metres, again calibrated 8mm chain, and it's made by MF. It's grade 40 and it's solid zinc. So the corrosion level should be lower with solid zinc than a galvanised dipped zinc chain. Time will tell whether that is the case. Here Catherine is adding some chain markers into the chain. We've decided to put our first chain marker at 10 metres as we never really let out any less than this. We've gone 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 in red and 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55 in white. Once that was done, we loaded the chain back into the locker. The swivel comes with 2 seizing options. One is a split pin that goes right the way through, and they also provide seizing wire. I chose to go with the seizing wire, which allows you to put several loops through in both directions. I also seized the swivel to anchor bolt. I also added Loctite to this. And finally, the bitter end. In an emergency, this rope would be cut and would free the boat from the chain if we got stuck. So we recorded the first part of this video earlier in the year and we've now spent several nights using this new anchor kit. In terms of feedback, I'd say don't use white anchor marks because you just can't see them. And also we've noticed that the Mantus shackle doesn't spin the anchor back onto the roller quite as quick as the other one did. But other than that, it's working well. We'll see you next time.